Ray. What do you want to do tonight?
Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
This is Justin and Erica from YouAreCreators, and we have a special guest, Mr. William Franklin. Welcome, Will.
Hey, man. Glad to be here, JP. Good to hear your voice.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, so I just want to give the listeners a little introduction on who Mr. William Franklin is. He is a personal trainer with over 25 years of experience. He has trained many professional NFL players, Olympians, and individuals seeking healthier lifestyles. He is here to share his knowledge with us and to help us understand the connection between our thoughts and our physical health.
Now, Will, tell us just a little bit more about your background, huh?
Well, Justin, I come from a background of winning, man. I grew up playing football and wrestling in high school, and I went on to college at Illinois State University, got my degree in speech communication, went on to Columbia College and got my second degree in television broadcasting. And I've been a personal trainer for about 25 years. I got into weight training at a very young age. My dad was a power lifter, bodybuilder, and I followed his footsteps. I decided to go ahead on and pursue working out and getting in shape, and people started taking a look at who Will Franklin was, and I competed in bodybuilding competitions. I've been competing for about maybe over 20 years now, and just took fifth in nationals last year in Pittsburgh at 51 years old. So I feel pretty good about what we're doing. I was a wrestling coach for over 14 years. My wrestling team took 12 state titles. Trained a lot of athletes to go to NFL, National Football League, and they're doing quite well for themselves. A couple guys go to the United States Olympic team. So it's been great, man. It's been a great ride.
That's wonderful.
Fantastic.
Wonderful. So let me just jump right in. What tips can you give us that we can use in order to motivate ourselves to work out?
Well, I think one of the most important aspects to getting started and have an understanding of what working out can do for you is give you good health. A lot of people are, trying to stay healthy and they want to live a long life. So it's better to be prepared for opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. It's important that we understand heart disease and high blood pressure and cancer and diabetes. As we get older, those things are going to, come back to haunt us. So it's important that we get our health straight. And that's one of the most important motivational tips to getting started. I think setting goals is one of the next things that you want to do. If you set goals, we've got spiritual goals, we've got family goals, we've got personal goals, we've got health goals, we've got financial goals, and we're driven by our goals. So if you set some goals and you want to achieve some things in life, you can take a look at your goals, and your goals is what's going to drive you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Fantastic. Well, okay. You are known for your motivation. Okay. You are a motivation guru. So how can we live a motivated life?
Well, it's important that we think positive. Okay. A lot of people are negative. It says in 2 Timothy 1:7 that God didn't give us a spirit of fear. He gave us a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. So we got to think with a sound mind. We got to think positive. Negative thinking just drains your battery. Positive thinking gives you electricity. So it's important that you think right. You are who you thought you were. And,
absolutely.
You're at a stage in life where you thought you was going to be 20 years ago. So you got to focus in on being motivated to pursue great avenues in life and pursue great things, to take place in your life. That's important.
How important is physical fitness in relation to our mind or the way that we think?
Well, working out is 90% mental and it's 10% physical. It's not a physical thing, working out. All right. And when you want to begin to understand that, I work out on a consistent basis, thinking positive and having positive affirmations every day. I say to myself, people think that you have to be physically fit to begin working out. No, 50% is showing up, 40% is working hard, and 10% is a dogfight. If you think you can, you can. If you think you will, you will. If you think you won't, you won't. So it's important that you think right, when it comes to getting physically fit. And I think that plays a very important role.
So your mind is the main factor.
Your mind is the main factor. You must think, I've got nice biceps, and, I believe that I'm going to get even nicer biceps as I continue to work out. So I'm believing and I'm expecting great things to take place when I go to the gym. The gym is like paradise, man. It's a wonderful thing. You live to get your body in shape and get in health, good health, and that's what it's all about.
Affirmations. How important is affirmations and speaking well over yourself?
Well, JP, I have a known fact as far as in speaking positive affirmations. I used to speak it to my kids. I've got 3 boys. My oldest is 29. I've got a 26-year-old and a 23-year-old. My 23-year-old is in college. And I used to always tell him that it's important that he say positive affirmations. See, as a person thinks, so a person is. As a person continue to think, so do you remain. Everything you achieve in life is in direct proportion to what you have in your mind. So you must put positive affirmations in your mind every day. You must get up in the morning, and it talks about that in the Bible. The Bible stands for basic instructions before leaving this earth. So Philippians 4 and 13 says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That's a positive affirmation. Philippians 4 and 19 says, my God will supply all my needs. Romans 8 and 28 says that all things work together for good for those that love the Lord. You see what I'm saying? So it's important that you speak what you want to take place in your life. All right? And I understand that. And I might get up in the morning and say, Will, you're a champion. Will, you're the best. Will, you're unbelievable. Will, you're incredible. Will, you're an awesome guy. Will, you're terrific. Will, you're unbelievable. And as I say that, I feel it in my mind. I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my soul, in my body. And it becomes me. And that's what I think one of the most important things that I've been able to get my athletes and people that I've worked with to achieve is thinking positive and saying positive things to themselves and being proactive. You've got to be proactive, man. It's important. Think positive.
Absolutely. Oh, fantastic. So you believe in positive energy.
Exactly. You've got to have positive energy. If you flow with positive energy, you're going to get those results. See, negative thinking drains your battery. Positive thinking gives you electricity. When you have electricity, you have instant power over and over and over again. You must say, I can. You must say, I will. You must say, I got to. I'm going to. I'm going to be great. I'm going to be a champion. I will make it to the top. I will be the. Once you start speaking it, you're going to become it. You're only going to become what you are and what you speak. If you speak positive, you're going to get positive results. If you speak negative, you're going to get negative results. That's the way life works, man. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right.
That's absolutely right. So how important would you say visualizing is while engaging in sports, more specifically competitive sports?
Well, I think visualization is very important. See, kids are dreamers, but they don't have vision. As you become more of an adult, you can give kids vision. See, kids want to know where they're going, and they want to know how to get there, but they don't know because they have not experienced it. Experience is the key to greatness. If you think it in your mind, it says in Proverbs 23 and 7, as a man thinketh, so is he. You got to think it. You got to visualize it. You got to imagine it. You got to expect things to take place in your life. But I used to tell my wrestlers, my wrestling team took 12 state championship titles. Right? And two of the guys went to the United States Olympic team. The first day of practice, I used to tell my wrestlers to lay down on their back in the wrestling room and turn off all the lights. And I used to tell them to visualize yourself being a state champion right now. It's the first day of practice. And by the end of the year, we had 9 state champions.
Wow.
And I used to tell those guys to visualize yourself getting your hand raised. Visualize your first move. Visualize the crowd. Visualize the referee. Visualize me sitting in the coach's box. And visualize yourself being a champion. And at the end of the year, we had 9 state champions. So that's the way it works.
Wonderful. Wonderful, Will.
One of my NFL ball players, Rodney Harrison, played with the New England Patriots. And Rodney Harrison wanted to be a great player. He wanted to, take it to the next level. So So I used to have Rodney visualize himself, getting an interception. And I used to tell him, hey, visualize yourself getting 2 interceptions. Right. And, one game he would get an interception, then he go and he says, man, Will, I have 1 interception. Visualize yourself getting 2 interceptions. The average person can get 1 interception. Visualize yourself getting 2 interceptions. Next game, Rodney Harrison got 2 interceptions in 1 game and ran 1 back for a touchdown in one of the biggest games of his life.
Fantastic. Fantastic story.
That's an awesome story. Wow.
Fantastic. So, okay, what are some qualities that all successful athletes have?
I think some of the most important qualities that all successful athletes have is mental toughness. You got to be mentally tough, all right? Tough times don't last, but tough people do. The harder you work, the easier it gets. And I think all athletes have to go through the winning process. You're going to be going through tough times, man. There's going to be some storms. There's going to be some giants in your way. But if you're not mentally tough, man, you're going to get your head knocked off. See? So it's important that you be mentally tough. I mean, I am mentally tough in the gym. If I'm going to squat 405 pounds for 10 reps at 51 years old, when I was 25, I did it physically. I was not mentally tough. But when I turned 51 and I'm still squatting 405 pounds, I go to that squat rack with a mental stage, a mental toughness. Right. I squat those 405 pounds mentally. I'm more mentally prepared. I say I can. I use my mind to work towards winning. And that's what it's all about. All athletes have to be mentally tough.
You said it before, working out and being physically fit is 90% mental and 10% physical. And I think that's absolutely right. So would you recommend certain foods or particular foods that we should eat in order to maintain a healthy diet?
Well, I tell you, one of the most important aspects to working out and getting physically fit is eating right. 72% of getting in shape and being physically fit is all about eating. See, you got to go high in protein, low in carbs. All right, it's important that you take in the right amount of protein. Now, you don't get to eat the amount of protein you need on a daily basis, so you have to drink protein. And what protein does is it turns the fat into lean, turns lean into muscle. So you get lean quality muscle when you're taking in the right amount of protein. Some of the proteins that you can take in as far as eating would be chicken breast, salmon, sea bass, red snapper. See, those are the proteins you eat, all right? Now, there's also going to be some carbohydrates that you're going to eat. But you want to take away the bad carbohydrates, like pasta, spaghetti, masticholi, baked potato, breads, all the sugars, all the whites, anything that you're taking in that's white, get rid of it, like milk, sugar, and salt. Those are the things that's going to mess up your joints and your ligaments and, cause you to have cramps and pain in your joints, all right? You want to get rid of all the sugars, all right? So you want to have leafy green vegetables when you're eating high protein, low carb dinner, like spinach, asparagus, string beans, and broccoli. Leafy green vegetables. That's going to get you to start regulating the right way, where your bowel movement is going to be great. You're going to go you're going to go
Right. We understand what you're saying. We understand.
You're going to go 2 to 3 times a day to use a washroom.
Right.
It's going to come in and it's going to go right out. Now, a good carbohydrate that you can have early in the morning before you begin working out would be oatmeal. Oatmeal lasts about 4 to 5 hours, and it don't blow your stomach. Oatmeal goes in and it goes right out.
Okay. Great advice.
You got it?
Fantastic advice. Wonderful advice.
So let me ask you this, because a lot of people who are trying to, work on this healthy diet, they have what they call cheat days, where they eat healthy maybe throughout the week, and then on the weekend they'll have maybe like a dessert or some pasta. Would you recommend against that, or is that okay every now and then?
I think it's important that you have a cheat day, all right? I eat, 7 days out of the week. 4 days out of the week, I'm going to eat very healthy. I'm going to eat really good. Every day, I'm going to have my oatmeal. Every morning, I'm going to eat, fresh romaine lettuce with my salads. I'm going to go Italian dressing. I'm going to have either a chicken salad or a turkey salad or tuna salad for lunch. For dinner, I'm right in between breakfast and lunch, I might have a protein drink, or in between lunch and dinner, I might have a protein drink. All right. For dinner, I'm going to eat me some chicken breast, salmon, sea bass, or red snapper with my green vegetables, spinach, asparagus, string beans, and broccoli. All right. So I think it's important that you figure out a game plan you can follow and stick to. Now, the other 3 days, I might have me a cheat day where I might go and get me a big old fat juicy burger. All right. And, you got to do it in moderation. You got to, balance it out. But if you're overweight and you're trying to reach a goal, I wouldn't necessarily say that you should eat a big old leafy burger. Okay. That would not be the case here. I would say that, maybe you can have a bowl of pasta or something, with your meal instead of just green leafy vegetables and chicken breast or salmon. All right. You can, have a piece of bread. I tell my clients to go on a honeymoon. Eat well for 28, 29 days, and last 2 days of the month, go on a honeymoon. Just eat what you want. And start back over the first month, the top of the month with a fresh start.
Right.
So would you say that changing our eating habits is more of a mental process than physical as well?
Yes, I think it's important that you think about your health. You don't live to eat. You eat to live. It's important that you think about your health when you begin to start eating. If you want pizza and fried chicken and big old fat juicy hamburgers, that's going to destroy your health. But if you're thinking about winning and thinking about succeeding, see, proper preparation prevents poor performance. The 5 P's is going to be the key to you winning. All right? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. If you prepare properly your meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, then when you get older in life, you're going to live a lot longer and be a lot more happier eating like you're supposed to eat.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that makes sense. So if you were to give our listeners maybe one piece of really, really important advice, what would you tell them to do? How would you connect the way that we think to the way that we would like to live based on a healthier lifestyle?
Well, I would say become a dreamer again, over and over and over again. There's always going to be new mountains for you to climb, all right? And once you dream as far as you can see, and then when you get there, dream farther. It's important that you always set a stage in life where you got something to climb for. When you stop dreaming, you're dead. Mm-hmm. Only time you die is when you stop dreaming. As long as you're dreaming and you believe that things can take place in your life, it can happen. All right? But these 9 words right here is going to be the key to you taking it to the next level. These 9 words I'm going to tell your audience that is listening is going to be the key to them getting over the hump. These 9 words is the key to you being all the way successful and taking it to the top. You ready for it?
Ready.
I mean, these 9 words right here is going to set your butt on fire. You will never be the same once you hear these 9 words. You ready for it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Justin, here it is. All you can do is all you can do. You can't do no more than all you can do. See, if you get up every day and be all you can be the best that you can be, give it the best you got. See, you can't do no better than that. All you can do is all you can do is the ultimate. That's the daggone maximum. You can't do no more than all you can do, Justin.
Absolutely. That's right.
So my advice to your audience today is to give it everything they got. Every day you get up, be the best you can be. I want to be a better father. I want to be a better son to my mom. I want to be a better brother to my sisters and my brothers. I want to be a better friend to my friends. I want to be a better person in my business. I ask God to give me the strength. I ask God to bless my skills and my abilities and my talents and my gift that I can give it to other people. And so if you asking God to let His light shine down on you and where you can give what you got, your gift and your talent and your abilities to other people, that's how you become blessed. That's how you go to the top. You've got to give yourself. It's time for people to stop taking and start giving more. As you give, it says in Luke 6:38, give and it shall be given unto you. Press down. Run it over.
That's so true.
Yeah, so you got to give.
So true.
And once you give to life, you're going to expect God to bless you with supernatural blessings. It's going to be unbelievable.
That is absolutely right. So, Will, can you give us any new projects you may be working on? You have a radio show, right?
Well, I have a radio talk show. It's called The Willpower Show. It comes on every Tuesday at 10 o'clock on 102.3, and it's called The Willpower Show. And it's an inspirational radio talk show. It's on health, fitness, and nutrition. And it's inspirational show. I talk about God a lot because it's important that we understand the process of winning. Once we understand that our Creator gave His darling Son, Jesus Christ, who bled and died on a cruel cross of Calvary, He gave Him to us. And grace stands for Christ, God's richness at Christ's expense. It was Christ's expense that He gave it all. So Jesus is the key. And what He's done is He's came and gave us everything that God owns. We're the beneficiary of the Creator. So
that's right.
So it's important that, on my radio talk show, I give an inspirational talk along with talking about health, fitness, and nutrition. So if you want to listen to that show, it's called The Willpower Show. And unbelievable time. For 30 minutes, I'm talking about winning. I'm talking about taking it to the next level. I'm talking about being the best you can be. I'm talking about prospering, on a consistent basis in your life.
Okay, so that's the Willpower Show. Can you give us that radio station one more time?
That's 102.3 FM. Okay. And you can go online at www.wyca102.3.com.
Okay, so for everyone that is not in the Chicagoland area who can access the 102.3 FM, you can go online to the website to access the show, which is a 30-minute show. He is talking about inspiration and physical fitness and health and all that good stuff. You can access that radio show. We'll put that information down in the details box of this video. And thank you so much, Will, for being here and sharing all of your advice and experience. We really appreciate you.
You know what? It's been great being on your show, and I wish you guys blessings and continue to reach out to people. And you are creators in this world today. Your show is an awesome show, and I'm really happy to be here. And I wish you success in all your endeavors in life. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Will. This is Justin and Erica from YouAreCreators, and we support your dreams.